Okay, great. So let's move on with the questions. So the first set of questions will be to improve my life. So there are 16 questions. So let's move on with them. I will read each question and will leave some comments for it. Okay. If I had all the money I wanted, what would I do in my life? So it's a good question to figure out the purpose. So why are you living? It will help you tremendously if you do it, and it helped me a lot. This question because I was not don't didn't know what to do in my life. I decided to chase money. But then I discovered that if I have all money in the world, what would I do? This is a good question to ask yourself. Second, if success was guaranteed, what would I attempt to achieve? So if there is a guarantee that everything will be good, okay, there is no failure, what one thing I will do to achieve? It's a very good question to ponder on. 3. How would I like others to describe my life after its end? Am I happy with the description or can I change something? Okay, basically, it's a hard question to ask yourself. I know. I ask myself it also, and it's hard to think about this because it does. But what can I do about that? We all humans, and if you want, it's a good question to discover your purpose, to discover legacy you want to leave for after your life. 4. What is success for me? Am I living my definition or can something be changed? So it's a good question because different people have different definition of success. You have one, other people another. But what is success for you? And are you living the successful life as you describe it? 5. What values do I admire the most in others? How can I incorporate such values into my life? We learn from other people, okay? And if you pay attention to other people that you admire, that make a difference in your life, you will see values they have can impact your life and growth. You can borrow these things from them, not copy, but you will be aware of what values you like in others and take them for yourself and incorporate it into your life. 6. If I had no fears, what would I do in my life that I currently don't? It's a really great question because oftentimes we are afraid of things to do. But imagine that you don't have fear. What you will do that you are afraid right now? Good question. If I have 100 certainty, I will improve one area of my life. What would this area be? Okay, good question also. Because if you have 100% certainty, only one area, what you will improve? 8. What is the one thing that will motivate me to get in the morning and start doing the work needed? How can I implement or add this one thing to my life?
I hope you enjoyed the video so far, and I am inviting you to download 50 plus smart questions in your journal that you can ask yourself in the end of the week or in the middle of the week. I do it regularly to check my mindset, where I need to go, what I need to do, what I can improve in different aspects of my life. You will have like 5 or 6 categories of questions: relationships, money, productivity, and different others, and you can ask yourself regularly these questions in your journal. Go forward in the description, you will find a link and you can go and for free download it in PDF format, print it out and ask these questions regularly yourself and improve your mindset and thinking and improve your life, productivity and earning possibility as well.
Oftentimes we just bored with chores and things and obligations and so on that we need to do in our life. What is that thing that triggers our motivation, that we are ready to jump out of the bed and do it? It will be perfectly if this one thing will be the first thing we do in the morning, because oftentimes we start doing things that we need to do on our regular job or for other people, but if we jump and do the things that we need to do for our life, our purpose is great. 9. What daily actions can I do now to bring me closer to an ideal future? Two questions about daily habits. 10. What time wasters do I have in my life that don't allow me to have the desired results? What can I replace these time wasters with? We oftentimes watch TV. Our subconscious has an idea that we want to pursue this goal or that goal, but we watch TV. Other things that waste our time. So, what are these time wasters? Detect them and replace them with something very good for you. What is the one thing I was hiding from that if I face will finally make my life better? When will I face it specifically? Okay, so it's a perfect question about procrastination. because oftentimes we think, oh, maybe today is not perfect day to make this video. No. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is much more better day. And this tomorrow goes on and on and on. Second day, next day, and then months goes, half a year, and life goes on, goes on. So it's a good question to ask yourself about procrastination. Number 12. How can I increase my day-to-day happiness? What is the one thing I can do to make it happen? How to expand its frequency? Also very good question. Because every day we can do something that increases our happiness. Why not? 13. What success have I been proud of? How to increase its frequency? Okay, whatever stage you are in life, whatever stage I am in life, every one of us had some success. Everyone in this or that sphere of life. So just remember these successes, and if they are still relevant, think about how to increase frequency of them. It's really powerful, because oftentimes we are going to the other things to do that we are not successful, struggle. But what if we will return to something that we are really good at, and we will continue doing them and increase our skills and happiness? 14. What I'm doing that brings me a lot of joy. How can I do it more often? So the biggest problem I have right now, what is the shortest, fastest, and easiest way to solve it? Okay, so the key here is to the shortest, fastest, and the easiest way to solve it, because we can solve our problem slowly, not effectively. So it's a good question ask what my obstacle right now and what I can do with that. 16. What frustrates me the most in my day-to-day life? How can I eliminate this from my life in the best way? Oftentimes we get used to frustration, to negativity, but if we will look directly and clearly in our life and think about that, really, what can I change to make my life more pleasant? And oftentimes we just not conscious about that. And but when we project the light on it, on this problem, immediately we came up with ideas and solutions how to fix it. So I'll see you in the next video. We will discuss more questions for your journaling challenge.